If you've ever tried to take a photograph of somebody on a windy day, you know what a challenge it can be.
Let's do one on the riser, and then we're going to send in one to sit by the Rams, so a white uniform over by the Rams and the 49ers, which is all the way on the opposite side, so that might be tricky getting there.
Now imagine trying to capture that perfect image with all the NFL's top cheerleaders with howling winds.
Julia, why don't you two switch? Angelica and Julia. That looks better. Yeah, I like that better.
That was quite possibly Maria Giannini's biggest challenge this year during Pro Bowl week in Hawaii. As producer and director of the Pro Bowl cheerleaders, it's Maria's job to keep these ladies on a tight schedule for their daily to-do list, consisting of dozens of appearances. But truth be told, it's not too difficult for her because it's what these women do all year round.
They're in the community. They're not only are they practicing and getting ready for their games and performing at their games, but they're the ones that are actually out in the community making a really big impact. So they're doing public appearances as well as sponsor events for their organizations. But most importantly, they're reaching out to the community and helping kids, helping women. I could name 100 different charities that they're all involved in.
When it comes to these cheerleaders, you can throw out any stereotypes.
We have women that have their PhDs, they're highly educated, as well as women who are family members. They've already started parenthood, so they have daughters or sons. They're just working extremely hard beyond cheerleading, outside of the cheerleading world. And I think that that's what makes them such well-rounded women, is because they have something beyond just dancing on the sidelines. They're actually really incredible human beings.
So on our team in particular, we have a couple law students. I'm actually a special education teacher, and you know, I'm around 30 women that are just absolutely amazing, and they are a part of this job because they get to change lives and get out in the community and give back. So it's just really great to be a part of.
The Baltimore Colts became the first NFL team to enlist cheerleaders back in 1954. Today, 26 of the NFL's 32 teams have cheerleading squads, and what fans see on the sideline is only a fraction of what these women do.
We work extremely hard. Every team's a little bit different, but with Sea Gals, we practice 2 times a week for 4 to 6 hours depending, and then additional practice on top of that. All of us have full-time jobs, and then we do over 300 appearances in the community per year. So not only are we on the field on game day and practice, of course, but we're visiting hospitals and helping at auctions, so we do a ton of stuff.
The caliber of women who are on the team strive to be better than best, and that forces everyone around you just to be really inspired and to really strive to be successful all together.
In addition to being a mainstay of American football culture, the cheerleaders are also one of the biggest entertainment groups to regularly perform for our armed forces overseas.
It's the best job I think I've ever had, and growing up as a little girl, I always wanted to cheer for the Cardinals because I was a die-hard football fan. Originally, I wanted to play football. I wanted to be on the sidelines, be a quarterback, but I am fun size, so that's a little challenging. I can't see over the line. Made it onto the sidelines a different way, and it really is a dream come true because you not only get to impact the community and be around all the fans, but you get to tour, perform for troops. You get special experiences like this here at Pro Bowl, and it just makes it all worthwhile.
You know, coming from Seattle, I love every one of my teammates. I have so much respect for their backgrounds and what they bring to the table. And then coming here to Hawaii and meeting girls from all over the league, it's been so amazing to hear their stories. And they're just like us, you know, really. It doesn't matter if you're in Seattle or New Orleans or Arizona. I think they all have the same work ethic, which is really respectable.
So if you're interested in becoming an NFL cheerleader, do it because you love football and love giving back to your community. But don't do it for the money.
They're absolutely not in it for the money. They're actually in it because they're so passionate. Any one of these Pro Bowl cheerleaders could tell you the reason that they do this is because they, number one, most likely love football, love the city that they're cheering in and the organization they cheer for. So that's what makes them special, is that they do it because they're so passionate about it.
All right, Di and Kristen, we need Courtney from in the purple, kneeling down in the center to tuck her legs as far back as her feet are getting...
Oh, and back to that team photo. Despite the strong winds, it would take a while, but in the end...
1, 2, 3.
They would score their perfect shot.
Congratulations, ladies. That's a wrap.